You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to make a change, they want to make a difference, but still stuck in the same phase. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to chase a bag, but stay at home and nag. Then when you ask them what they need, they say less talking, more opinions, no prayers with the vision. You ask me, y'all need to focus more on the vision, rely less on television. How you want a future you have no vision? This world is just like fiction. What we need is more talking, less opinions, more prayers with no division. Before you come up with a conclusion, giving people false illusions, pick up a book, do your research, learn your history before you end up in a ditch making history. Division and religion isn't working. The only way to show God our faith and love is through our actions. Our convictions is the only thing that really unite us. One God, one nation, different beliefs. There's words that can't fly with the wind. There's insults that are not violent. Meanwhile, while you're holding them, they're killing you on the inside. If I was to tell you that I didn't hurt, I would be lying. Would you believe me if I was to tell you that there's truths that lie, especially when they're telling you that they're indifferent? Getting shoved to the side because you're different. There's a hug out there someone didn't receive today. Probably because of what was said about them yesterday. Probably because of the way they was dressed today. Not realizing that the one that they hate could be the one that saves their day. But you know what? Thanks to them, it's another day in history where you get to flip the pages to your book and speak your story. And Lord, it's unholy. But you know what hurts the most? As I walk down the street and I see how easily we're divided. When we all should be united. One body, one mind, one soul, a million talents. Lord, without you, we're all divided. Forgive them, Lord, for they don't know any better. They don't know that there's someone out there that loves them. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. Listen, this ain't going to be a long live. It's just that it's a do. I was supposed to do this yesterday, so I'm going to get on this, John. I'm not really feeling so good, but I want to get on here. I want to put my input because I'm not sure if tomorrow I'm going to be able to do another live, another podcast. I might be off for a couple days because ever since I got into that car accident with my coworker, I don't know if the impact kind of like brought back like the injury that I had from that fractured disc that I have, and it's the one at the top. And when I move my neck and I move my shoulders, that jaw, man, that shit feel like I just want to hit something. Like, and I'm good at holding pain. Like, this shit. I apologize. I don't mean to curse. This pain right here, it is just really taking over, and it's hard to control. Like, got pain shooting from the top disc that's fractured all the way down to the bottom, and the pain that shoots all the ways rotating from my hips, from the front to the back, and it's impacting my thighs. Like, this thing is like. But anyways, I wanna, get on topic. My bad, and apologize for that. I want to thank everybody that did show me support when, I showed the video of the wreckage and everything. Shout out to the word. Be encouraged with Maritza and Rias and everybody that, showed shorty support. And I should have listened to the word. I should have listened to my baby pops because he was the first one to go to the ER. Like, I didn't feel no pain that day. It's like, I don't know, like, they keep saying adrenaline in this, adrenaline in that, but it's like, I didn't feel nothing the first day. It was that night. Then the next day after that, then it started getting worse until today. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'm about to go get an x-ray. I'm about to get an x-ray because I'm hoping I didn't injure that fractured disc again. But let's get back on topic. Hey, what up, everybody? I want to welcome everybody to the Writers for Life brings you the Let's Talk About It podcast. And as y'all can see, it says, should YouTube cancel creators for their actions? Can we break free? Let's talk with our chest out. All right. Let's talk with our chest. Let's be neutral. Let's be honest. And this is not going to be a long live, guys. But if y'all want to come up, y'all more than welcome. I don't mind giving a link. But let's get this topic started. Now, for a while, I don't know how many of y'all have seen it, how many of y'all witnessed it, but we've had YouTubers out here that should get demonetized or should, be canceled from YouTube, right? Why they don't get canceled, I'm not sure. Why they don't get demonetized, I'm not sure. Why does YouTube let certain content creators get away with what other content creators lose their channels for, right? So YouTube has a lot of policies in place, and I hope that they don't strike my channel. So let me do this real quick. I should be already where the little my brand is at. 1 second, so just in case. This world is crazy. I would say shady. Ironic, right? Nowadays, you can't trust no one. When you do, niggas be having their panties all in a bunch, thinking that they own one. Saying the things that you accomplished in life is theirs and that you owe them one. Hold up. I didn't play my disclaimer. No, it didn't play my disclaimer. Ho. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Fair use allows limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the copyright holder for purposes such as criticism, parody, news reporting, research, and scholarships and teaching. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this video or any video, including the Writers for Life Brings You to Let's Talk About It podcast, do not reflects on the opinions of your shorty Racheal and the members of the Writer for Life podcast. Everything we talk about is allegedly and is our opinion. Our videos are not recommended for minors. Everything we talk about and do is meant for educational purposes and also entertainment. Please keep in mind that the majority of our videos are for educational purposes only. This world is crazy. I would say shady. Ironic, right? Nowadays, you can't trust no one. When you do, niggas be having their panties all in a bunch, thinking that they own one. Saying the things that you accomplished in life is theirs and that you owe them one. All right. So, like I was saying, here on YouTube, it's been a lot of talk about why aren't certain content creators canceled for what certain content creators are canceled for that they do less than the other content creator. I don't want to ball y'all up, right? All right, so we got content creators out here that'll take roasting, that'll take making a joke out of proportion or out of what it should be, right? Instead of keeping it with that person and that person. Or we got content creators that are beefing for no reason and are starting problems with somebody else, and these people are telling them, look, listen, leave me alone, but they don't listen. All right, so should content creators be demonetized or canceled for their actions? Right now, SS Sniper Wolf is going viral because she allegedly, and I'm gonna say no, I'm not gonna say allegedly because it's proof. So let's take the allegedly out of there. She went up to somebody's house, showed their property on social media in front of millions of viewers on Instagram. That is considered doxing. And in California, it is illegal. We talked about it on my last live, right? Now, what I would love to know is from a lot of y'all, right? Whether y'all leave y'all comments, whether y'all, come on and, check what I'm talking about and leave y'all comments in the chat and let a shorty know what y'all thinking about. We're not here to judge. We're not here to bring nobody down. We're here to bring awareness. We're here to bring solutions to the table. Like, why is it that YouTube sits here and would cancel somebody that is defending themselves and let the perpetrator, the predator, free? No consequences. So right now, the issue that's happening is that Sniper Wolf has taken it too far. And me personally, I feel as though that she has taken it too far. This is a situation that she could have handled differently, dealt with differently. She could have, took it behind the scenes and tried to see if she could have resolved the issue with the guy. But like I said on my last live, listen, if you out here and you're talking about other people, you gotta watch what you do and what you say, because it's going to come back, and karma hits people and it doesn't ask how you want it. We have to be careful. If we don't know about this person, what we're saying about this person. See, I come on here, I give my opinion, and I let it be. That's what I want it to be. That's how I want my channel to be. I don't want to sit here and start no beefs with nobody. Listen, if you don't like what I said, okay, I said what I said. I ain't going back unless you sit here and want to start some drama. Then I'll tell you what I got to tell you and then leave you where you at. Because at the end of the day, the more I keep bringing you up, The more I keep talking about you, the more the people's going to want to know what is going on with you. It says the issue is not that deep. Me and my situations, like I've never gotten to a situation where it's gotten that deep that I have to sit here on social media and be like, did it with a back and forth. No, it makes no sense. Like I can't understand how there is people out here that'll sit and be on a back and forth and be like, oh, yo, I'm for the kids, I'm for this, I'm for that. Well, if you are, then why can't you be humble? I understand how people get mad and they start cursing. I get that. Like some people can't handle it, and it's like the emotion, the passion they got inside of them just brings it out. It's like, damn, it's sometimes hard to hold back what you're feeling. I get it. Sometimes, you end up cursing. You don't mean to, but it just comes out. So that's understandable. But to sit here and, put people's information out because you couldn't handle what was said about you. See, in the sniper wolf situation, I feel as though sniper wolf couldn't deal with what was being said, right? Because she came for him. This man didn't come looking for her. He didn't stand outside her house, take a video to show her for billions of people to see it, or none of that. She actually did that. And to top it all, like if somebody wasn't thinking about looking for this man, she actually did. She researched him and posted his address and everything else online for people to see. So this is where she went all the way wrong at. Like she should have just left it alone. He was critiquing her, giving the opinion. If she didn't agree with it, she could have just said, "Look, listen, I don't agree with it." Blah. I could just keep going. So, in my opinion, yes, Sniper Wolf is wrong, but YouTube, YouTube has demonetized and has canceled a lot of people for doing what Sniper Wolf has done or less. So, my biggest question is the same question that a lot of people have. And you know what's crazy? I'm also going to turn this into something else. We're gonna put this into the little politics. We're gonna turn this a little, we're gonna go into a little politics with this in a minute. Because it's funny as shit how this right here, I'm sorry to say it. Listen, man, it's messed up. It's crazy that this same situation could be used in a political way with what we're doing now. What's going on in our communities and much more. Y'all will see how this could also be political. Give me 1 second. Guys, this is a person that gets followed by billions of people, especially the kids, especially the youth. The way that she handled the situation wasn't the right way. And I feel as though and I'm not going to use a woman. Like, we all get in our emotions, we all get in our bag, but we have to know how to deal with certain situations and we have to know what battles to pick. So I feel as though that the situation that Sniper Wolf had with Jack's films could have been resolved in a way that it wouldn't have gotten this far. Especially her going through the situation that she was going through with her partner, her business partner, her ex husband, somebody she was in a relationship with. She's in court dealing with lawsuits and much more. Now, I agree with a lot of people. She should have been Her channel should have been demonetized and canceled. People have gotten canceled for less. For less. I'm telling you, people have gotten canceled for saying that they don't agree with something from the LGBT community or for saying something that has bothered somebody else that is not so big but real little. I want to go into details, but like I said, I'm not going to be here as long. I'm just hoping that people can catch on with what I'm saying. I'm about to put a video on, right? I had 2 videos planned, but you know what? I'm going to leave the video for the next time. But I've noticed that people here on YouTube are doing the same thing. People here on YouTube, right? And I've noticed that YouTube doesn't really do nothing about it. See, they got these guidelines and these rules set up, right? And they supposed to demonetize people if they're cursing too much and they're how can I say bullying people and they're stealing people's videos and much more, not doing commentary. Funny part is, right, I've gotten striked on videos that I've done reaction to and that I've given my opinion and that I've talked on, and they say that I've had to delete, right? While the people's problem with Sniper Wolf is that she's put videos in there without reacting to them. So okay, I understand that goes against YouTube guidelines, right? But y'all didn't strike her, so I understand where people are coming from when they say, "Look, listen, how I get striked, right? But I reacted to my video. I've left my opinion. I've paused it. I've done this. I've done everything you've asked me for. But because this person is followed by so many people and she's making y'all so much money, y'all demonetize my channel and leave theirs running. How can this be possible?" But if you look at it, the money make the monkey dance. Right? And that's my opinion. So let's watch this video and then I'm gonna give y'all more of my opinion and we can react to it together if y'all want. So shout out to this lady, this young lady. Let me get her right name because I just joined her channel. Give me a second. Let's check her channel real quick before. It's Anna Up. So she's been talking about Sniper Wolf lady. Okay, but she does talk about other videos. So I subbed up because I liked her little, recent. I liked her, perspective. I understand. I agree with her perspectives when it comes to the Sniper Wolf. Well, let's take a minute and listen to what she's got to say because she's done her research, just like the last video on the last lady that I reacted to. This girl has done her research on Sniper Wolf. She has done what I can't do. So let me react to what's going on with Sniper Wolf. So this video is called SS Sniper Wolf's sister defending her is disgusting. And let's hear why.
Who is he? I don't know. Why is he? No, just look at him. Oh, look, he's like oh, why else I feel makeup?
Well, guys. The Sniper Wolf drama is still at an all-time high, but there's a bit of a plot twist. Several plot twists, actually. And I'll fill you in on any tiny-whiny details. You see, when they say when you lie down with dogs, you end up with fleas, turns out they were literally talking about Sniper Wolf and her sister, Wolfie. No doubt. Somewhere in Sniper Wolf's chaotic life, including being arrested for armed robbery, stealing other creators' videos, faking her...
Oh, that's what it was. See, I knew it. She was charged for armed robbery. That's what it was. She was caught in a damn, that's what it was. And I know I did a video about it, so I'm gonna have to look for it and I'm gonna post it when I find it. Watch. That is crazy, yo. That was the last time that I did that video, was kind of like the last time that I stopped watching. See, I knew it. So I'm glad that this girl spoke on it on this video, because I was trying to figure out what it was and I'm looking for the video. I got it, but it's somewhere and there's so many videos that I got and I got to look through so many USBs because I got these videos stored in USBs. So, yo, but I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna upload it for y'all. I reacted to when she got arrested to robbery.
Entire career, taking her ex-lover's money, being as sensitive as a cactus, even to her own fans, plus the most recent mega scandal of doxing Jack's films. Somewhere between all these craziness, many people have wondered, does Sniper Wolf have a family or friends who are bold enough to call her out on her BS? Well, hold on to your hats, because she's got family all right, only that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because y'all, tell me why Sniper Wolf's sister has been defending her in this epic saga. Oh, we've got a whole suitcase of drama to unpack here, darling. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. By now, even the people living under the rocks have already heard about the roller coaster ride that...
That's true. I've had people ask me about, yo, who is this chick Sniper Wolf? So, yo, keep checking. I'm gonna leave these links about on my description down below on the people that are actually exposing the truth about Sniper Wolf. Every video that I do react on them, I will leave the link down below. Shout out to the people that do expose everything that's happening, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't find out.
is Sniper Wolf and Jax Films drama. It had the internet in a frenzy for what feels like a lifetime. I'm talking, we could probably turn this into a blockbuster movie, or heck, a never-ending TV series. Every day there's a fresh twist to the plot, and honestly, it's so shocking and exhausting that it's like she can't stop, won't stop. I had even sworn I wouldn't revisit this story unless something earth-shattering happened, and believe it or not, it did before I even had my morning coffee. Okay, let's keep the ball rolling. At least the person of interest here isn't Sniper Wolf, which should have come as a relief, but oops, we're shining the spotlight on Sniper Wolf's sister, and let me tell you, it's not because she's coming to the rescue. Nope, she's quite the piece of work herself, just like her doxer sis. Birds of a feather, those ones, my goodness, we'd like to know about their upbringing. So, Woofy had decided to ride on her sister's bad reputation since she has been super busy making a string of social media posts that are very problematic. But as expected, she's not doing it alone. Of course, her sister, Sniper Wolf, is right there with her. So we actually have two brain-dead people here, parading their ignorance online for the whole world to see, and people are pleasantly very surprised.
Yo, she just said two brain dead people. I'm sorry. I want to geek, but I can't move my neck the way I want. Yo, she got me cracking the fuck up right now. Yo, real shit on the low. I can't.
That they even for a second thought that this would be a genius idea to post this. I mean, isn't this one of the most disgusting things these two can ever do when the scandal is still so fresh in people's minds? They have been teasing Jack Films like they didn't already cross the line by doxing him. And you know what's even worse? They seem to be enjoying hurting him, thinking they're untouchable, which they are if you really think about it. YouTube has already responded to the situation, and surprise, surprise, they have cleared Sniper Wolf's name. We'll get into that a little later, but for now, let's talk about what.
And see, that is where the issue lies at. So I understand why a lot of people here on social media, here on YouTube, are getting pissed off. And listen, it's like it seems like because Sniper Wolf is making them so much money, yo, they're defending her. Why? Is it because she's one of your top earners? And I've noticed that a lot too. Like, y'all would demonetize and cancel somebody's show because they roasted somebody and somebody couldn't take it. Their channel's gone. Or because, listen, I can come up with so many things, but y'all will not demonetize a panel that sits here and bullies or sits here and brings people family in and brings them down. And listen, and y'all get complaints and complaints about them channels. So I understand where a lot of people are coming from. And I'm sitting here asking the same question. But you know what's funny? If a lot of people come together, right? More people come together because allegedly YouTube spoke back on this video. So shout out to this lady, let me get her name again. I'm so sorry because I am new to her channel, but I gotta give her credit. I gotta give her roses because she really did her research on this. Come over here to Anna Opp. So I'm gonna remember that Anna Opp.
Why is he the
You was right here, right? Nope. You were around.
Have already heard about the roller coaster ride that is Sniper Wolf and Jax Films drama. It had the internet in a.
So I'm with a lot of people. Like, how is Sniper Wolf getting away with this? Because they say they demonetized and they canceled her, but y'all really haven't. Now y'all saying that y'all temporarily have canceled. See, keyword is temporarily. Because she allegedly came with an apology to Jack's film. Was it a real apology? Did she mean it? Is this going to keep happening? Is this going to, keep occurring? Because it seems to be a cycle, a pattern with a lot of people here, a lot of creators on YouTube. They say they want to keep YouTube professionally, kid-friendly, and this and that. But see, like I said on my last live, Sniper Wolf is somebody that I did start watching when she first started coming out. Because she was on the gaming channel. My kids were on the gaming, my kids were into games. So she popped up on my little timeline here on YouTube and stuff like that. I started watching her. So she was okay in the beginning, but it's kind of like, yo, something was off with her. My kids was watching her. So I'm sitting here like, my kids really put me on to you. Like, you started coming on. I wanted to see what it was about. Like, should they watch this? Should they not watch this? All right, in the beginning, it was all right. I started seeing her doing reaction videos after a while. after her doing little gaming videos, much more, blah, blah. She was kind of funny. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but it was setting off for her, off. Like, damn, I don't really want y'all watching her because kind of like at times she would sound kind of like explicit, but it's like, nah. Then I found out that she started off making, when she started off on YouTube, she was making explicit videos. So it's kind of like I started falling off. It's like, is this for kids? Is this not for kids? So I started doing my research. Then I really fell off of Sniper Wolf. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, just a couple days ago, all this started. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I really can't believe that Sniper Wolf is sitting here. She's not, now she's being sued by her husband after she had just been through this controversy, all this bullshit not so long ago. Now she's going through this lawsuit with her husband, and now she's going through it with another YouTuber. And like I tell people, listen, if you got dirty laundry here, don't sit here. Don't sit here talking about other people on YouTube. And this is the problem that's going on right now between Sniper Wolf and Jax Films. See, he was critiquing her videos. He was giving, I guess, his opinions. He was talking about her, saying what he thought about the videos, and much more, right? So I guess Sniper Wolf didn't like what he was saying about her. See, I don't know if Jax Films got any dirty laundry or anything, but see, Sniper Wolf didn't even take it that route. Sniper Wolf took it to the route where instead of taking this to a court, if she thought that he was like, defaming her or something like that and taking it towards that way, she came and she decided to dox the man. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this too. And this is where y'all mess up at. This is where I think y'all start creating y'all downfall. Because there's other ways that y'all could do this behind the scenes. And then if y'all able to talk about it, y'all can talk about it. Because y'all able to speak on y'all story. And y'all story could probably help the next person. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. In my opinion, personally, he was being a little harsh on her, yeah. But it was his perspective, his opinion, what he thought about her. I gotta get off here. I can't keep holding my neck. I have to get in a comfortable position. So I feel as though that she could have probably talked to him and they could have probably handled the situation in a different manner. But she decided to take the route on putting his information online, even though it was already online. It's public for the people to see, but the way she did it, it was in a malicious way, is what I want people to understand. She took it overboard like a lot of content creators do. And see, the content creators that do take these situations overboard and they do these type of things don't seem to get canceled, don't seem to get demonetized. Nothing. It's like they're praised. But you know what I see the problem be? And I'm going to be very honest because, like I told y'all, I'm not trying to be long on this live because I am going through a lot of pain right now. But I want to give my opinion and I want to give my perspective. If all of us got together, right, and then we're going to watch a little more of this video without me interrupting it, and I'm going to give my perspective on it again, right? If we all come together and we all complain to YouTube about all these content creators that don't need to be here because it's supposed to be family-friendly content being put out on YouTube, right? So if we all come together and make the complaints that we're supposed to make and stop, letting our pride and our ego take over, we can get this done. We can get this situation handled, but we don't because a lot of people like the drama. A lot of people like the bullshit. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. And I'm going to let this play for a minute so that y'all can see where I'm coming from and why I'm saying what I just said.
Frenzy for what feels like a lifetime. I'm talking, we could probably turn this into a blockbuster movie or heck, a never-ending TV series. Every day there's a fresh twist to the plot, and honestly, it's so shocking and exhausting that it's like she can't stop, won't stop. I had even sworn I wouldn't revisit this story unless something earth-shattering happened, and believe it or not, it did before I even had my morning coffee. Okay. Let's keep the ball rolling. At least the person of interest here isn't Sniper Wolf, which should have come as a relief, but oops, we're shining the spotlight on Sniper Wolf's sister, and let me tell you, it's not because she's coming to the rescue. Nope, she's quite the piece of work herself, just like her doxer sis. Birds of a feather, those ones, my goodness. We'd like to know about their upbringing. So, Woofy had decided to ride on her sister's bad reputation since she has been super busy making a string of social media posts that are very problematic. But as expected, she's not doing it alone. Of course, her sister, Sniper Wolf, is right there with her. So, we actually have two brain dead people here parading their ignorance online for the whole world to see, and people are pleasantly very surprised that they even for a second thought that this would be a genius idea to post this. I mean, isn't this one of the most disgusting things these two can ever do when the scandal is still so fresh in people's minds? They have been teasing Jack Films like they didn't already cross the line by doxing him. And you know what's even worse? They seem to be enjoying hurting him, thinking they're untouchable, which they are if you really think about it. YouTube has already responded to the situation, and surprise, surprise, they have cleared Sniper Wolf's name. We'll get into that a little later, but for now, let's talk about what these two wild sisters have been up to. So yeah, days after Sniper Wolf invaded Jack's Film's privacy and shared his home address with pretty much everyone on the internet. So for her to post this photo on Instagram really annoyed many people. What caught most people's attention isn't the photo of the two sisters, it's the caption, "We show up to your doorstep, what do you do?" Can you even believe it? And as if that's not enough,
See, when you do things like this, is antagonizing people. You are trying to get them to come out so that you can start something. You're trying to intimidate them, scare them, put fear in them. And when that doesn't work, it pisses people off and they take it to the next level. See, we got to be careful because people on here, just for clicks and views, just for some money, they will take it overboard. And me, in my opinion, personally, I don't know why Sniper Wolf is taking it overboard because Shorty's already making money. Why take the situation to the point where you can lose your life? Pretty, maybe.
look at those smirks on their faces. Sly as a fox. They're basically telling poor Jack that he's got no move to make. Is it just me, or did Sniper Wolf know from the get-go that she would get away with this because she's YouTube's golden girl? So by the time she was asking her IG fans whether she should drive to Jack's Film's house or not, her mind was already made up. Because how on earth did she even know she was just 5 minutes away from Jack's house? Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if Sniper Wolf was already on Jack's doorstep while she was dropping these hints. Anyways, moving on, she went ahead and did what she did, and even when the news was still sizzling hot, she was still poking fun at poor Jack on the same Instagram where it all began. The nerve of some people. Well, guys, now that Woofy has been itching for attention, people are giving it to her, dissecting every single online move she has ever made. Woofy has really been hyping her sister up on this way, you guys. Like that time when Sniper Wolf kept insisting that she did nothing wrong and even claimed that she didn't know how to dox. She wrote, "This creep has been harassing me for months," then plays the victim saying, "I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. I have no ill intentions. It's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills." But then Jack's Films responded to this by saying, "I have no ill intentions. Sniper Wolf, you showed up to our home tonight and filmed it for your 5 million plus IG followers to see. That's called doxing." Now here's what this dumb attention seeker wrote. Damn, does he not know how to fight or something? Looks like the gift of dumbness runs in the family. Anywho, loves, I'm getting off track here. I digress. Here's what YouTube's darling wrote after showing up at Jack's Film's place in the middle of the night to talk. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jack's Film, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jack's Film, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. What did I tell you guys?
All right. So that's where everybody has an issue with. And you know something? I agree with a lot of people. She took it too far when she did that. And YouTube and a lot of creators think that with a simple apology after you have done what you have done is going to resolve the issue. It's not going to resolve the issue after you have doxed somebody, after you have told millions of followers that this person has done this to you. And you could probably get somebody to start stalking this person. People could probably start, bullying these people, all because of what you did. You being a real huge content creator. You could have handled that situation. You writing that note leads me to know, if she wrote it, that she knew what she was doing, that she knew that she was wrong. So my whole thing is, why do it in the first place if you knew as a content creator that you had to apologize anyways? And not even just that, if you knew that you were wrong. So that right there just shows us that a lot of these people don't care. They should be canceled. These policies that YouTube have, I don't know, need to be changed. But if these content creators here on YouTube want these policies to be changed, in my opinion, a lot of people's going to get mad for what I'm saying. Is, listen, they're not going to change because we're not doing nothing. And this is where the political part comes in, right? Because we all have to be united, and we're not. We're not united long enough to get anything changed. We're not united long enough to build anything. We're not united long enough to fight for anything. And it's crazy because a lot of this has to get changed. That's why there's a lot. You know what's crazy though? A lot of these positive content creators do make it somewhere, but it takes them a while because of how the YouTube policies are. Before somebody that has a positive content, that has nothing but positive content comes up on a channel, right? It'll take them a hard time. It'll take them, listen, let's not even say the word, because they put in work. But when somebody like Sniper Wolf comes in, right, and they're faking it, my bad, I had to do something for my daughter. Then when somebody like Sniper Wolf comes in and they fake it, that's what people like. That's what draws people's attention. It's like a little kid. Because in reality, the way Sniper Wolf acts and everything really does. That's why she's got so many views. It draws the attention of the kids, her behavior, everything, the way she acts. It draws. The kids don't care about what she's saying. It's how she's behaving, the drama she puts into her videos, the voices that she makes, the faces that she put. It really does draw the attention of the younger crowd. And I know for a fact.
Typical celeb apology right there. So all of a sudden, Sniper Wolf had this grand realization that her actions were utterly inexcusable and that her little escapade was probably the worst conflict resolution stunt of 2023. But back when she was in the thick of it, or even days later when they were poking fun at Jack's films, did it not cross her mind that she was way off track when it came to resolving conflicts?
Same thing I just said. Y'all heard me just say that.
I am very sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Yeah, sure. So when did the light bulb finally go off that showing up at his place at night and demanding he come out and talk wasn't exactly the right path to take? Oh, come on now. Now, here's the icing on the cake, the absolute circus of it all. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. Sniper Wolf, please have a day off.
Here's the thing, YouTube never held her accountable. She was still getting paid for all her videos. They temporarily demonetized her main page, but she's still getting paid for all, throughout her other videos, her other pages, because they're allegedly not associated with her main page. So, and this is one of the rules that YouTube, one of the policies that YouTube has, that all the accounts would be demonetized. They're supposed to demonetize. They do it to everybody, supposedly, allegedly. But you know who I think they do it to? The smaller content creators. And that's where I don't see that it's fair at all. Why? Because some of these content creators that make one little mistake and actually fix their mistake shouldn't be canceled or demonetized because they made a little mistake. Now, somebody that knowingly knows they're making a mistake, and don't care and is only apologizing because they know that it's going to affect their money, those are the ones that should pay the consequences. Where are their consequences? That's why they're getting away with what they're getting away with, and other people are suffering the consequences. But you know what? This is not going to be handled unless we get up and we do something. One person making a complaint isn't going to work. Now, if it's billions of people that are having a problem, well, then billions of people should stand up and speak up.
Off. Which YouTube are you talking about, and when did they actually hold you accountable? After the millions of tweets from the public, did you catch the last part where she's calling all these a lapse in judgment? I'd rather mop the ocean than believe what Sniper Wolf did was a lapse in judgment. She did an IG poll, checked how far Jack's Films house was, and said it was a 5-minute drive. Literally showed up and doxed him. She had way too many chances to turn back, but the drama queen went all the 9 yards. A lapse in judgment, you say? There were plenty of chances for her to pump the brakes and turn back, but she went the whole 9 yards. No, honey, this had premeditated written all over it. Sniper Wolf had this plan cooking for ages. Trust me. And as you might expect, people have been having a field day making fun of her lame apology. Some are even saying that she had ChatGPT write it for her, and while she was busy stealing other creators' videos. Sniper Wolf's apology without using ChatGPT. Look, I ain't apologizing for shit. Jack's Films was coming for me first, and he couldn't handle the heat. He was talking all that shit on the internet, but when I popped up on his property, he ain't do shit. Nah, keep the same energy and bring your ass outside. Now, this sounds like something Sniper Wolf would write, not that whitewash script she posted on Twitter. This leads us to the final part of this madness, which is about how YouTube handled the situation. It also literally confirms that Sniper Wolf only apologized because she didn't want to miss out on the money. Cause tell me why she waited until YouTube spoke, and after seeing that her punishment was less severe, she decided to be sorry. Well, guys, so YouTube finally announced that
That's because she didn't want her money to be affected. And, by law, if she doesn't give an apology and doesn't, show sympathy and this and that, then they're forced to take her channel away. And that's not something that they wanted to do. So either she did that or they take it away. So she gave the apology so that, she pays, she takes her little, consequences, which is a little tap on the wrist. And you get your page back in a couple of weeks, a couple of months. I don't know how long it's going to be, but then she'll start getting her money back on that page. But she's still making she's still making thousands of dollars on her other pages. So I understand where people are coming from. She ain't learned her lesson.
they had punished Sniper Wolf by temporarily suspending her monetization. They basically told her, hey, baby girl, why don't you lay low for a while until things blow over? We promise you someone else will be trending very soon and people will forget that you ever doxed Jack. And then we'll remonetize you. You'll soon go back to stealing other creators' videos and bring us views, as usual. YouTube finally dropped a response. Their message went something like, confirming Sniper Wolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. So this is the response that took them over a week to write? My goodness, even snails are never this slow.
I say the same shit.
Other creators weren't exactly thrilled with this whole charade, so they reminded YouTube of its own terms, where they clearly stated that doxing should lead to permanent termination. Yet when their girl Sniper Wolf did it, YouTube's like, let's not be too hasty with the punishment, shall we? And do you know what's even more interesting? Even after the big announcement, they only demonetized a few of Sniper Wolf's videos at first, so she was still raking in the cash. It took them a bit to demonetize the whole channel, but remember, it's just temporary. Now, if you're thinking it ends there, lo and behold, Sniper Wolf is a force to reckon with. First of all, remember she has several other channels and YouTube didn't touch those. They just blocked her money.
Now, y'all heard me say that a minute ago.
On her main channel. So get this, Sniper Wolf has now resorted to re-uploading old videos to her second channel, Sniper Wolf Top Videos. Here, take a look at this.
Right up to their eye. It's like Russian roulette.
Don't, no.
Oh! Oh my God!
No!
Oh!
Can't get out! I want to watch this again. This is so awful. Please don't do this. Please don't try this at home.
bottle. Ah! Oh my God! Oh.
I'm surprised it didn't like break his glasses. What if he wasn't wearing glasses?
Ah! Oh my
This
God!
is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
And before we wrap up, have you noticed that YouTube has low-key blamed Jack's Films in that tweet? The behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. What still puzzles me the most is just why YouTube is specifically protecting Sniper Wolf to these lengths. Yet,
because she has billions, not millions, billions of subscribers. Sniper Wolf brings in millions of dollars into her house a week. I mean, every 21st of the month, I guess. I'm not gonna say a week. What is that? Like every 3 weeks they get paid or some shit like that? I don't know how it works. Listen, but allegedly she brings in all that money, right? She's one of their top biggest earners. Listen, she's not the number one, but she's one of their top biggest earners. You think they're gonna let her go that easy? I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Listen, she can be funny. The crazy thing is, the views that she's getting is all from the kids.
is the same platform that has demonetized creators with millions of subscribers in the past. They've even dropped the hammer on creators for making jokes about doxing, but this is the so-called punishment.
Y'all heard her. They've demonetized creators for talking about doxing, for making jokes about doxing. That's words. Let's take it up a notch.
For someone who actually went ahead and did it. Furthermore, don't forget that YouTube was slapping strikes on videos that dared to talk about Sniper Wolf doxing Jack's Films. When you really think about it, it took them a whole week to temporarily demonetize just one of Sniper Wolf's channels, while they'd hammer other creators seconds after they uploaded videos calling her out for the doxing. But let's not forget how this whole fiasco started. It was Jack's Films calling out Sniper Wolf for stealing other creators' videos. So it's a bit of a head scratcher. Not only has YouTube refused to give her a real smackdown, she's getting away with this doxing ordeal too. But if you want to know just how heartless and cold-blooded Sniper Wolf is, believe it or not, she's still putting up videos like nothing happened. She's more bothered that Jack's Films criticized her than she is about talking other people's content.
So I'm gonna pause it right there, right? And once again, see, I can't get mad at Jacksonville because all he did was call her out. See, he said you're how can I say it? He said you're breaking YouTube policies, right? How are you getting away by breaking YouTube's policies by using other content creators and not really reacting on them? By not reacting on a lot of them. So he called her out. She could have said what she had to say and moved on and left it at that. But Sniper Wolf decided to take this 2 steps further and do what she did, which is in her state illegal as hell. Like, I've already said it, like social media is going to be the death of a lot of people all for clicks and views because they want to make it to that where she's at. Because she's up there where a lot of people want to make it, but they can't make it. And it's crazy, right? Because if I was to listen, man, I'm not going to say if I was, because we don't know what the heck we're going to do. But me personally, money doesn't change me. And I've shown that to people throughout the years. Listen, man, I don't give a fuck. I'll break $100 bill in front of anybody. Real shit, I'm going to make that. I don't care if I'm in pain. I don't care what. Like, I've shown that shit. You make money. You know what you don't get back? You know what you can never get back? Somebody you love. Once you mess that up, that's not ever coming back. Money, that shit comes and it goes. You can make that money. Real shit. Like, people think that you can't go out there and make money. That is really, really hard. You could go out there. People sit here on a computer and make money. Just by doing dumb shit, they make money. Listen, money comes and goes. But why take it to the point where you gotta disrespect people? If you can't give it, don't do it. I mean, you can't take it, don't give it. Blessings to where's blessings. I don't even know. I had somebody in the chat. I'm trying to put my neck down looking at the phone. Blessings to word. How you doing? So I've noticed that, and that's happening a lot here on YouTube. They don't go by their policies. I don't know what's going on. They strike people they shouldn't be striking, but the ones they should strike. Listen, I'm a woman, and a lot of females have told me, right? Why aren't you with the women? What about the woman empowerment? What about the woman this? What about the woman that? Listen, man, I'm a woman myself, and I'm with the women that think with logic. I'm with the women that think on the side of right, because right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not with the women that want to act ratchet. I'm not with the women that want to sit here and just chase clout. I'm not with the women that want to sit here and act like they're somebody that they're not. I'm not that. So shout out to them real women out there that know exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say, because I'm trying to say certain things in a way where YouTube won't strike me, especially on the conversation and the topic that we're bringing up. Because trust me, speaking on Sniper Wolf, we'll get somebody's YouTube strike the hell down. Strike. The first time I ever spoke on Sniper Wolf, I was trying to figure out what it was, and it was because I was talking about her arrest charges, and it's on a video called For Clicks and Views. So that's the video that I'm searching, and once I find it, I'm going to end up posting that video up so that y'all can see what I'm talking about, and hopefully they don't strike it down again, but we'll see what happens. So I just wanted to show y'all this for those people out here. Like, look, listen, man, just because you know they big content creators don't mean that they can't get demonetized, don't mean that they can't get canceled. If it really does worry you a lot, if the problem is persistent or people don't like what is going on, if you don't agree with what's going on, then see, this is where it gets political. It's crazy as hell, because y'all want to change, y'all all gonna have to speak up, y'all all gonna have to stand up, and that's the problem that we all have. See, too many people say they want this, they want. It's too much blah 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 blah. How many of y'all is gonna get the up off the couch and actually speak up and say what y'all gotta say and fight for what y'all gotta fight for? It's too much blah, 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 blah. That's all I keep hearing. We need this. We want this. This has to get done. That has to get done. Okay. So when are y'all going to get your asses off y'all damn couch and do what y'all got to do? Because united, we can go somewhere. We could do something. We could accomplish something. But you see, that's too much talking. This is where my next video comes in, y'all. This is where my next video comes in. I want y'all to listen to Papa Wolf.
The government is paying for people to go back to school if they are interested in healthcare. So due to a shortage in the...
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck. Check this out.
So listen carefully to his message, because it's crazy. Like, yo, if we do something, we can, shout out to the Word. I'm so glad that he's here. The Word, leave your link down there. So anybody that catches the replay, because I'm going to clip this little part up and I'm going to upload it too. Yo, Papa Duck has been bringing awareness about this for the longest. And if you go check out the Word speaks on all these topics on his own way in his channel. He brings awareness his own way. You know, I love the way the Word breaks it down. That's why I said I'm gonna start reacting to some of his lives, because I want a lot of people to go check him out. He is somebody that I think a lot of people need to listen to. Real shit. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just suggesting his channel. I don't want people to take wrong what I just said. I'm not making you go over there. I'm letting y'all know. Listen, man, great person to listen to.
One of my partners asked me about going to a seminar.
Listen.
A seminar that it was talking about relationships, women, men, black love, this and that. And I declined. Okay. And I told him, until black folks understand that we don't own shit, so therefore we don't control shit. Let me break this down to you, right? We've been marching, praying, wishing for years. Nothing.
Now, you heard me say that shit earlier. We want all these things, but can't none of us stand up and fight for these things? We can't come to... I'm sorry, like I said in the beginning of the video, I am in pain and I am trying to fight this pain, so just bear with me. Listen, we can't come together long enough to accomplish any of the things that we said we're going to do. We said we're going to break free from these chains. We said we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But tell me how. Don't none of us own land. Don't none of us own properties. Don't none of us own any schools. Don't none of us own anything. We're too divided. Don't none of us come together to fight. Can't none of us sit together in the same table and break bread without beefing? Can't none of us get along long enough to actually do something about what is actually happening around us? See, and that's why I love listening to the word, because he doesn't even call us communities. He calls it tribes. And in order to understand what we're going through right now, we have to take it back to our history books. And I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm talking about our history books. We have to learn about our tribes, about where we come from and who we come from. Because how is we the word has says it. Papa Duck has said it. We are different tribes. We come from different tribes, and we're all in one place put together. There's no other way that you could put this. There's a reason why we're not getting along. But can we get past this and find a solution on a way of how we can get along? Because there is. Trust me that there is. It's just that we are hating on each other. Can I ask y'all one question to a lot of y'all women? Why are we hating each other? Is it because of what we was told about each other? Or is it because of what we're watching on TV, what we're seeing, because we want to be better than each other? Without realizing that we're all beautiful and better than what we are. Not trying to be better than you. I'm not trying to be better than the next one. I am trying to be better than me. That's what we need to focus on. I ask y'all men the same shit. Y'all think that y'all better than each other? Because at the end of the day, it's crazy because I'm not bringing y'all down. I'm not bringing the men down. I also fight for these men. And I fight for these men more than what I fight for these women, because I've noticed that these men could actually sit at the table. These men could actually put their problems to the side and actually bring solutions to the table, something that us women need to do. We come to the table as women and we fight, we argue, we worried about the wrong shit. And I'm not saying all men are perfect. What I'm trying to say is that I've noticed that a lot of these men, they get put down, they get brung down, they get talked about, are the ones trying to bring the solutions. And we praise the men that got feminine tendencies. I'm not trying to praise no goddamn Peter Pan. I'm not submitting to no Peter Pan. I'm submitting to a real man. And when I say submit, it doesn't mean that I'm submitting him run me over. I'm saying that I'm submitting and I'm listening. I'm submitting and I'm letting him put his opinion, letting him tell me what he sees as wrong and right. And together we can lead. Together. I'm not trying to fight him. I'm not trying to be him. I'm not trying to be like the man. I know that he's 10 times stronger than me. Did I say that I can't beat a man in a fight? I could beat a man by using strategy, not strength. I can be strong. I could work out 10 times a day, 7 days a week, and build my strength to fuck up and fight a strong ass man. But if this man got wisdom, got knowledge, and got strength, he's going to surpass every move I make unless I use strategy. I'm talking about a real man now. We're not talking about these feminine men. We're not talking about these feminine men that go sit here and bitch about every little thing. I'm talking about these men that actually stand up and try to bring solutions. Yeah, man, these females love these Peter Pan. Yo, all these women, I've noticed y'all women nowadays love these Peter Pans, these simps, these men that say yes to us women. And that's why a lot of us women ain't getting nowhere. I want a man to say yes to me, but not to everything, because I'm not right on everything. And I've noticed that being in relationships. I've noticed that talking to the father of my kids, the father of my daughter, the person that sat here and said, yo, I want to marry you. And I said, look, listen, we're going to see how everything goes. Because you are the person that I see in my future, but I want to see how this goes. I want to see how far can we make it. Like, I've already lost somebody. I'm scared of losing somebody. See, that's my fear right there. I didn't get to say goodbye to that person, and I don't want to lose somebody. So I want to keep my best friend. The ring is going to come when the ring comes. The marriage comes when the marriage comes. One thing I don't want to lose is my best friend. Because that person's been there. This person has shown me that men can change, that not all men are the same. And it's crazy because a lot of us female go by what we've been through in life without realizing, look, listen, we have to let go in order to move on. And for those of y'all that like you going off topic, maybe a little bit, but not, I'm not off topic. I'm not off topic, okay? I want y'all to really listen. We're pushing a lot of these men away. And a lot of them, we need to lead with them. Can't call yourself a queen, where's the king? Can't call yourself the king, where's the queen? Because as far as I'm concerned, we run the household. But at times, these, the women that are in real relationships, if you run the household, he has to lead. But how does he lead if you don't let him lead? How does he lead if you block everything that every decision he makes? He's wrong on everything that he does. I get it. Some men deserve it, but hit the men that deserve that shit with it. Not the men that don't deserve that shit. Stop bringing the men that don't deserve it. Damn. Because we need these men to lead. And a lot of us are really breaking them to the point that we don't see that we got that power that, yes, we can break a man down. And I've noticed it. But we're not going up. A lot of these kids, too many fatherless kids because of that reason. We want to sit here and shout out to them women that understand what the woman empowerment really is, because I'm really starting to understand it. Shout out to them women out there. Women empowerment doesn't mean that we got to sit here and run the world. No, let's teach these young women to learn how to sit here and come up and learn how to lead in this world, how to respect themselves, how to survive on this world. Not to sit here and fight these men. We fight our enemies. We got to fight for war. We got to fight for the battles, but we're fighting each other. As women, we should be uniting. I know my tribe. I'm an Indian Taino. And if I'm going to represent what I am, I'm not going to be somebody that I'm not. I've been speaking about this for the longest. And the more I talk about it, I'm getting better. And I just want people to see that I'm not here to talk shit. I'm not here to bring nobody down or judge nobody. I'm here to hopefully, like I've told y'all, to bring people together, because what's coming, if we're not united, we're going to drop like flies. Listen to Papa Duck real quick.
Change. Why? Because we don't own nothing. Okay? Politically, we don't own nothing. Financially, we don't own nothing. We don't own them. So therefore, the things that we learn is through other people's ideologies. They gave us Sexy Red. No disrespect to her as an artist, but they pick our leaders. They pick the women that they put in front of our children. Your child right now is singing Sexy Red, Suki with the good coochie, all these other artists. You feel me? And you have nothing to do about this. Why? Because they control the perception, the radio. They can.
Now you see why I just said what I said the way I just said it. See, some people might take it over their heads. Some people might get offended. And all I can say right now is, ladies, if the shoe fits, wear that itch. Men, if the shoe fits, wear that itch. Because what I said wasn't to offend anybody. What I am trying to say is I need y'all to open your third eye and see that if this is for the kids, let's start doing the right thing and start actually fighting for the kids. And we need to start speaking with our chest out. Like, enough is enough. We all fighting for the wrong shit. Y'all females out here, not all of y'all, females out here fighting for men instead of their kids. Y'all fighting for simps while y'all baby daddies are out here trying to be a part of these kids' lives. Y'all got men out here trying to run y'all kids' lives when they baby daddies are out here fighting to be a father, fighting to be a man, fighting to be a part of their life so they don't lose their child. If us women out here that are real, right, don't want to lose our kids, right? We know I just messed up saying that. There's a lot of real women out here, right, that know what it is that I'm trying to say. Like, listen, man, I've seen a lot of women out here lose their kids and go crazy. What makes y'all think that a lot of men out here, when they lose their kids, they don't feel the same way we do when they lose their kid? They fathers, right? A lot of these men do want to be a part of their kids' lives, but we don't let them. We're complaining so much about why our kids are doing this and why our kids are doing that. Well, guess what? A lot of us women need to get our shit the fuck together. And I'm sorry I just cursed. But God, some of us women just need to get out that ratchet state of mind. We need to stop thinking negative. We need to stop thinking toxic. Because a lot of stuff that we're doing is because we've seen it. We seen either our parents do it, or our grandmoms do it, or we seen somebody that we look up to do it, or we seen some shit on the TV. There's trauma in our DNA, also in the men's side. But I'm gonna let a man take care of a man on this situation. The Word, Nate the Great. Somebody got something to say to them men out there. But you know what? We tired of speaking to the men. That's why I am letting all this out, because my focus is going towards these kids.
Control black. What is black excellence? What is black love? Everything they put on TV, they show us can't get along. We argue, argumentative. Women don't listen to men. Men don't listen to women. You don't own shit. You don't own TV networks. We don't own publications. Bro, get this through your head. You could talk about, we are very smart when it comes to black love, the things that a man should do, woman should do, all these things. But why? No one has asked the word why. Why do we know this, but we can't implement it? Why is it? Because
Papa Doug. Yo, man, I gotta say, fuck. Shout out the Word. Yo, shout out to the Word, yo. Shout out to the Word. Because he says, yo, if y'all listen to this man when he speaks in his lives, the Word, I'm telling y'all, when I get a chance, I gotta do it. He's on my top list. Because I gotta do a live on the Word. And I'm thinking about Mike Clip, what he is like certain parts of his lives, because they be wrong. So I might clip certain parts of his lives and edit and put it together. So that might take me a minute. And I might do a reaction to it, because yo, it's worth it. It's really worth it. If y'all haven't checked the Word out, I'm suggesting his link is on the chat box down below. Check him out.
There's other influences that's way bigger, right, than a few people on stage speaking about black love and on the internet speaking of black love. Okay, these people hire actors to play roles, to put this cinematic play in your brain.
Yes.
When you see a bitch get their head blowed off on TV, your brain can't decipher the difference between what's real and what's fake. So when you see movies where the man is shitting on the woman and the woman is shitting on the man and this and that, all these agendas are set in time, and it plays a role from TV to radio to the things you see on TV all at one time. When they put Dope out in 1985, when Dope was hitting in the 80s, what was the main two movies? The main two movies that hit along with it to go along with that agenda, nigga, it was Scarface and New Jack City. I gotta hit still in jail behind them two movies. It's niggas still in the graveyard behind them two movies. You do not own what is put on those screens. Right now, Tyler Perry, you see all that shit? We see what Tyler Perry first started?
Yeah.
Oh, it was love, it was gospel, and it was singing, and it's...
I'm gonna check my Discord out. I'm trying to get this up, this live out the way, because I'm thinking about going back. I'm gonna get an X-ray, because you said it, my baby pop said it. When I got into that car accident, I think that John impacted. I don't know what it did, but my fractured disc is killing me, man. Like, that John is killing me. Shooting pain from my spine all the way down to my hip and rotating. And that shit hurts when I move. When I breathe, my fucking ribs hurt. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you would have think I freaking flew off the car or some shit. It hit the back of the car. And I'm feeling this shit. The first day, I don't get it. The first day, I was fine. I didn't feel nothing the first day. But let's get back on topic, yo. I want y'all to pay attention to this, because he's speaking facts on this. And like I said, yo, I got to do a live on the Word. Because everything that Papa Duck is saying, listen, the Word has said it in his own way. But what I love about the Word is he brings the tribe into it. He'll break it down in certain episodes, certain lives. Listen, y'all just watch him. I suggest that y'all watch him and start catching up to his videos. And remember, I said suggest. Y'all do it if y'all want to. But he speaks about all of this. And if you listen to him, he breaks it down to the point where you don't got to ask, wait, what you say? I don't understand. No, he breaks it down. If you don't understand his breakdown, then I'm suggesting a lot of y'all, I'm not even going to say go back to school, because they don't teach us this shit in school. I suggest a lot of y'all open a history book, please.
There's no disrespect to him. But how I feel in my heart, and I know how these motherfuckers play, they using him. They used Tyler Perry. Once he got that big deal, they used him to write these. Look at the shows. This ain't him fully, bro. I don't believe that. He's so wrapped up in this, just like everybody else you see, every other major celebrity. They use him to write these shows to get to us as black people. This is why Chinese people hire black people. Why? It ain't necessarily because they fuck with us or they like us. It's because we communicate with our people better than they do.
We communicate better with our people. We communicate with our people better than they do. So why aren't we using this? Why aren't we doing it? Listen, guys.
Bro, everything I'm telling you is factual, okay? Look at how Tyler Perry started. Look how it's ending. And this is no disrespect to him at all. He's just like a lot of other celebrities, bro, caught up in that web. And again, we as black folks, we don't have no TV networks for him to fall back on. We don't have cathedrals. We don't have shit. And this is why I keep telling y'all, we can't change the perception. We see women because of what another bitch said women are online. Why you think they show women shaking their ass more than they show women being a woman?
He just proved my point right there. He just proved my point.
Nigga, in 20, 30 years, you don't even know what a woman is.
Oh, snap. I do apologize. Blessings, Young Riaz, blessings, Blue, blessings, Latoya Williams, blessings to everybody. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to keep up with everything and try to fight this pain at the same time. So I thank everybody that is, having patience with a shorty.
Only thing you're gonna see as a woman is her sexual counterpart. She a female because she got a vajayjay. He's a male because he got an eggplant. That's all you're gonna know. The characteristics of a woman and the characteristics of a man, that shit going out the window, bro. And we are the only race that's targeted. We are the only race that's targeted. Get it through your head. Kanye West got his ass towed up and we all watched him get in the ring with these Jewish people, get in the ring with these big companies. And ain't nothing we could have done as black folks. Why? Because we don't own shit. We ain't have a shoe factory for him to run to. We didn't have a clothing factory for him to run to. We didn't have nothing. We have nothing. Understand that. This is why we got to keep kissing their ass. He understands that. We don't. Now, I don't agree with everything Kanye West did, but I'm going to commend that nigga for the balls that he had to step in the ring.
I say the same shit. The people get mad at me when I say that, yo. I swear to God, I'm like, look, listen, man, I don't agree with Kanye West, and I feel as though that he took too long to speak up if he really wanted to speak up. But at the end of the day, he spoke out, he exposed everything. A little too late, but he did it. So I give it to him.
To go against these motherfuckers. Name another celebrity that did it.
Facts.
I thought so. All the other celebrities do the opposite. They kiss their ass. Look.
Can y'all name another celebrity that has done it? And don't include Ice Cube. Ice Cube's been, from the gate. I pray for Ice Cube every day, yo. Real shit. Facts, word. Facts. That's why I suggest a lot of people to go watch your panel, because the way you break it down, listen, and on your panel, if they want their kids to watch, their kids can watch. That's it. Like, real shit. I'm sorry to say it, but it's facts. Y'all haven't watched the word, go watch him out, man. He's somebody that needs to be watched, needs to be heard.
LeBron James, look what they got LeBron James wearing, laying in the bed with another man, wearing these skirts. And this is what I'm telling you, you don't own nothing. LeBron James ain't got nothing to fall back on when it comes to black people. He got to go to them. We don't have nothing. It is simple. So we can speak about black love and this and that, but when you got people that's using techniques that half of y'all don't even know exist, most people don't understand or can comprehend, that are being used against us, bro, this rabbit hole goes deep. Psychology, I keep telling y'all, learn psychology, learn how the human brain works, learn how they use colors, how they use smells, imagery, how they weaponize these things against us. And this is why we like a dog chasing his tail. I don't give a damn how many PhDs you got. I don't care how many years of this you've done. You can only speak to victims from a victimized place.
Now you see why I love listening to these men. The Word, Nate the Great, Papa Doug, because these men speak on things that I can actually sit here, do my research. What they've said has been backed up. I can actually speak on it a little bit after I've learned about it a little bit, and I'm sitting, I'm like, yo, like, wow. And these are all, listen, they're not old. These are all young men. Papa Doug, I'm not sure. I think he's about to hit his 50s. I don't know. I forget how old Papa Duck is. I know I used to listen to his music when I was younger. I'm not going to lie. And then I didn't know he was a blogger until now that I'm older. I was like, oh, snap, look at Papa Duck. It's my boo. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, and he's so intelligent. I would have never known that. Like, for the past 5 years, I've been following, I think 6, 7 years, I've been following. How old is my daughter? 6 years old. I've been following Papa Duck here on YouTube and on Facebook. It started off on Facebook, then on YouTube.
Catch them before they're victimized. Catch people before they like it's like being prejudiced, prejudged. But who put these things in your mind to prejudge what a woman is, what black love look like? Who did that? Not me.
I asked that question, yo. Like, who can actually tell us what love is really like? Who told us that love should really be like this? Like, yo, we as people believe anything. That's why, yo, I stand for something and fall for nothing.
Everything on TV tells you that a man ain't shit. Everything on TV tells you that a woman should be masculine, embrace being a woman, masculinity. Why the fuck would a woman want to be a man? Makes no sense. And when you speak about that, before you speak about that, think about what your father did. Your God, or whoever you pray to. God made men masculine for a fucking reason. God gave us masculinity and
for those that be saying, my God. Yes, my God. It's all of our God, allegedly, but some people be saying it's just their God.
femininity. It's in everything, but society and the ones who own shit, who can control your perception, told you differently. Should no woman want to be a man? Only real women understand it. And like I said before in this video, I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings. I know this gonna hurt, but it's supposed to hurt.
Tell up, man. If that shoe fits, wear that itch, man. If you feel like we're talking towards them, let them wear that shit. Wear it. If you feel like a certain person is talking about you, that's something else that also gets on my damn nerves. You speak generally, and here comes somebody. Doesn't matter where. It could be here on social media, or it could be here in, like, on these streets in real life. Like, because it's crazy. As soon as you could be having a conversation with anybody. You talking about, did we mention you? Did we say anything about you? What makes you think that my conversation has to do with you? I'm just speaking in general. I never mentioned the name or anything. And that's what messes me up. I know that certain people talk about certain people behind their backs, but hit them with that shit.
Hurt. The truth hurts. Because if I told you something and you walked away feeling the same way you did before that conversation, you ain't learned shit. I just told you what you want to hear. But I'm telling you what you need to hear. Should no woman want to act like a man? All that shit about, oh, I don't need no man. I can do it by myself.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. Blessings, Letitia. Blessings. And that's crazy because I got something to tell y'all females, man. Listen, we don't need a man for a lot of things, right? But when it comes to our kids, them men are needed. Those fathers are needed in our kids' lives, right? We need these fathers to, how can I say, them good men out there, them good fathers. We need them to still be a part of these kids' lives. We need to stop fighting and pushing them away and saying this, locking them up, arguing with them, looking for excuses. to keep the fucking drama going. A lot of these kids need their father. They need that affection. They need that advice. You know what's crazy? My son doesn't have his father in his life, right? But none of my kids, none of my kids. My daughter does have her father in her life. That's the person I'm with right now. Now, my oldest two kids, my 14-year-old and my 17-year-old, their father is not in their life because he's deceased. And you know what's crazy? My 14-year-old listens to the advice that his godfather gives him. Wow, my 17-year-old has had his grandmom in the ear. That's not your father. You don't got to listen to him. You don't got to do this. You don't got to do that. Ain't nobody trying to replace a father when there's somebody in their life like a godfather or a stepfather. There's a good father. Not all stepfathers are good, so don't think and misinterpret what I'm trying to say. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. There are some stepfathers that are good, and there are a lot of godfathers out here that are really good, that are a part of these kids' lives, that give some great advice when the father is deceased or in jail or something. But as a mother, we got to let these men do their jobs because we are not men. We don't know what happens to their, their genital area when certain things happen, how they got to take care of it. It's way different from a JJ. I'm being very honest. Way, way different. It's so different. And a lot of us women are confusing our boys with our attitude, with our behavior, with what we're putting in our heads. Let these men do their jobs. And I've seen it personally how some of these boys are confused because of what their mothers are doing. How some of these girls are confused. I'm in the hood, man. And I'm sorry, but like Dej Lowe says, who am I to judge these kids? I've come from the slumps just like them. I'm still here right with them. I'm seeing it every day, what they go through, what is happening. I'm witnessing, I'm feeling it. My kids walk with them every day. I was on somebody's live. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was the word. And I think he was live with Shay Love. And she was saying it too, that our kids are not out here. I think it was. I'm not sure. The word could tell me if I'm wrong. So he was on Shay Love with Shay Love on her his live, and I think she was saying about how these kids don't walk alone on these streets. They got their friends. Like, we want to fix what's happening in these streets, but we're only caring about it's not my son. It's not my son. It's not my daughter. So I don't give a fuck. It ain't happening to mine. So why should I worry? Why should you worry? Because they're walking together. They're breaking bread together. They care about each other. See, they don't think like us until they start imitating and mimicking our behavior, our attitudes, our temper, everything. Real shit. Y'all don't see it? Wake up. We're the problem. The adults, not in reality the kids. I don't blame them as much. But us adults need to get it together. We want to fix what? How can we fix it if we're not doing shit about it? When are we going to start talking about when are we going to own lands and properties? How can we do something to own some land and some property? How can we get our kids to start making money at a young age, but not have their focus only on money? Show them that family comes first. That, yeah, you need money to survive, but without your family, you don't got the support that you need. Family comes first. Come on, man. What is we teaching our kids? We need to get it together. Shout out to Papa Duck. Shout out to these men. Shout out to Papa Duck here on YouTube. Shout out to The Word. Shout out to Nate the Great Podcast and every other positive male out here that is a role model. Even though those wasn't their intentions when they first started doing this blogging, but at the end of the day, their wisdom, the way they bring themselves here on these YouTube channels have made them, guess what? In a way, what I'm being called. We speak for the kids. In a way, we're what? Child activists. We're the voice that these kids have in a way. In reality, we are. So shout out to them because they don't have to do this, but they do it because they want to.
"15 years of telling a man that you don't need him and that you could do it by yourself. We've arrived to where we're at today, which means men can do it by themselves too. You got more men now can outcook women. Why? because the roles has been switched. Oh, I'm the woman. I got to go out here and get this paper. I got to do this. And I don't need a man for nothing. You crazy if you think you don't need a man. And a man is even crazier if he think he don't need a woman. See, we both been victimized by someone or a group of people that own all these different television networks and different influences to paint that perception, to really make us think that a woman don't need a man. This is this is the dumbest, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. And a lot of y'all know God made us the way we are. Men, he got bigger hands for a reason.
Facts.
Bigger muscles for a reason, bigger feet for a reason. He's stronger
Facts.
for a reason.
Facts.
But when you give a group of people the ability to change your environment and to switch roles and to do all this shit, this is what happens because they have an agenda that you don't know nothing about. Destroy the black man, destroy the black family. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna let y'all go. And please share this video. I'm gonna be pissed off if y'all don't. If we had another group of people under us as black people, right? Let's say we had some other group of people, and they were called the purple people. Their skin color was purple.
Yo, he said purple.
They robbed, they steal, they cussed, they rapped about killing each other. They did all this stupid shit that niggas do, right? We would have someone to say, no, we don't want to be like them people, like everybody do us. Every nationality in the world don't want to be like black people, so they say. Even though they mimic us, even though they take what we do and make money off of it, because we don't own shit. Everybody else make money off of our talents. They make money off our ideas, because we don't own shit. But they got the right to say, I don't want to behave like them niggas do. We over here letting them build it up. So if we had purple people, niggas can say, I don't want to be like them purple people. No, they do this, they do that. We don't want to be like them. But guess what? It ain't no damn purple people. We are the purple people. We are the ones at the bottom of the totem pole. So women, I say this, and I'm going to say it again. We need y'all, okay? We need each other. Stop thinking that a woman don't need a man. It doesn't make sense. And the only reason we think that way is because another group of people that has an agenda to get rid of the black family and the black man and the black woman and the black child paint these perceptions through entertainment. Enter means, let's break down the word entertainment. Enter means to come within a space, to bring you in a space, to enter into a space. Tame means to keep you there, like a container, retainer. Anything with the word tame means to keep you there. Enter. Tame.
Did you take that paper?
This ain't rocket science. And again, if I hurt your feelings, I'm your big brother. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I'm your big aunt. I'm your big homie. Okay? And this shit gotta stop. So it don't matter how many times these so-called relationship gurus and these people, they going around city to city filling up little civic centers and little spots, and they telling these people these things. But what they're not telling them is, ain't nothing we can do about this. Why? Because we don't own nothing. Perception is reality. You must understand it. Why do you think it seems like the devil always winning? Why do you think that when you do something right, it unnoticed? It seems like it goes unnoticed. Because there's more people in the world that's full of shit than there are people who have integrity, dignity. You know what I'm saying? They stand on what they believe in. Nigga, this the devil's playground, and they winning. They go to work every day for their father. These motherfuckers that represent Lucifer, they go to work every day to make sure the world is in the condition that it's in. Look at what they're doing to our children. And you don't control that. Why? Because you don't control the schools, nigga. How many of y'all let your children go to schools? You don't ask them what they teaching them. You don't ask about the curriculums. School is a fucking daycare. I told you. This shit goes way deeper than a 10-minute video, bro. This is by design. Keep the parents busy. That way we can have the children at an early age. Money is fake. We give y'all fake money, fiat currency to y'all give us y'all children, and we're gonna fill them up with a bunch of bullshit. Why you think the Jewish people don't let their children go to the same school that our children go to? Oh, you think I'm just talking, huh? See, this shit starting to sink in now. It's starting to make sense now. So once you realize this and understand this, you will know how far and fucked up we are and what we need to do to change it. Every time you don't spend your money with your own people, you crippling them because you taking your money to another group of people that don't need your money. In the first
Blessings, cutthroat. Blessings. How you doing? Anybody, listen, cutthroat. You do gotta wrench. Leave your link right there, guys. Go check out Cutthroat Entertainment too. He has a lot of messages. Listen, he brings awareness to a lot of stuff too. Like, go check out Cutthroat Entertainment. Great videos, and he is funny as hell. He has his little comedy thing on the side. Like, have y'all ever watched Joselito the puppet? Or what's his name? What was that puppet they had here in Philly, Taco? Peanut the puppet, right? Peanut the puppet. Yo, man, let's go watch Cutthroat. He funny as hell. So if y'all ever watch them type of little comedy things like that, you will like Cutthroat Entertainment. So go check him out.
first place, that's how they can give you better customer service. They got millions of dollars. They got a lot of support. Try selling something on the corner and a bitch walking right by you going over there buying it. They're not buying it from you, even though you got it cheaper. Yeah. Or you may not have it cheaper because you can't afford to have it cheaper. Money was created to redline people, bro. That's it. At the end of that snake head is finances. The banks. It's called corporatocracy. The businesses. They the one run the world. We just a small voice, dog, in a big pond, homie. So no disrespect to those who go out there and talk about relationships and all this shit. But for those who's listening and for those who's talking, we must first understand we have to own shit to control shit. Okay? We are participants of the game. They don't come to we let them pick our black leaders, which is bullshit. How we let another motherfucker pick our leaders? How we let another motherfucking group of people pick the woman that we idolize? Whether it's music, politics, it doesn't matter. You know why? We don't.
Let me pause this right here real quick. I just saw something in the chat. And I agree with the word. He's the one that wrote it. Okay. School is a boot camp to get them ready to be ready to I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta look at the big screen. Hold on one second. School is a boot camp to get them ready to be participant in the system, in their system. Facts. And I think Papa Duck breaks that down too in the video. The word, if y'all haven't checked him out, I know he's gonna do a live tonight. He does his late lives and stuff like that. So check him out. For those y'all that are early birds, I know a lot of y'all that listen to me, a lot of y'all that watch me on Facebook are late night owls. The word is somebody that's a late night owl. Go check him out. He breaks this down to the point. Like I told y'all, I'm not even going to tell y'all to go back to school. Y'all love Google so much. Use Google as y'all research tool. Yep. And I did a live on that too. So listen, like I said, Cutthroat, the word, go check Cutthroat out. Each one teach one. That's his right there. Each one teach one. Shout out to the Cutthroat. Yep. Oh, listen. I gotta see. I gotta be on point. I gotta watch Cutthroat because if he does a live talking on that, yup, that's true. Go Google all this stuff out. That is a major fact. They're speaking on this. Go watch. Y'all be bored watching them debates they be having. Go watch them debates. There's public for the view to watch. They speak on all this stuff, and y'all people be like, "Oh, I didn't know about this." Well, y'all watch everything else. Y'all should know about this.
My own shit. So our voice is a whisper. Take what I'm saying, bro. And if you can understand this, you halfway there. So my friend, when I tell y'all, we must start owning shit. Okay? If we had our own uh TV network, we could put our own shows on there. This is what Dame Dash speaks about a lot. Dame Dash got his own show, and he put a lot of stuff on his network that we need, but he don't have the support that he should have. And it should be multiple Dame Dash.
And that's the same thing I'm saying right now about the word here on YouTube. He got the hashtag petty. He don't have all the support that he should have, which I think he should have. He should have more followers here on YouTube. Like, real shit. I'm speaking facts right now. Like, if y'all listen to what this man has said here on YouTube, and I'm not putting him on a pedestal, it's just that look at what he's doing. It needs to be talked about. Not enough people are talking about it. And this is one of the reasons. One, not the main reason why I started my main channel or my podcast, but these men out here, these men out here that bring awareness and are trying to do the right thing, we don't talk about them the way we should talk about them. And a lot of people that do talk about them want to bring them down. No, we need to give these men their roses while they're alive. Because the same people that are talking shit about them right now, that are trying to bring them down right now, are the same people. Oh my God, I knew about him. I interacted in their chats. I met him probably in person, whatever. Man, y'all want to try to give roses when somebody's not here. This is when they need it right now. They need the support now, not when somebody's gone. That's why I always say, listen, regardless of anything, I know that what I'm trying to do when it comes to this community center and these cameras, and it's fucked up to say, but I am the hell woke. If you don't like what I'm saying, oh, well, but it's the damn truth. I'm not asleep. I am definitely woke. And I know that everything that I am trying to do is not going to happen unless I'm in a casket. That's when people are going to really listen. Like, damn, I'm understanding what a shorty is saying. That's what's fucked up. When us people right here that are so positive, that are trying to bring the resources, that trying to bring solutions and got the right ideas, but don't have the right support, talk about all this, we get bought down, talked about, dragged, everything in the freaking book until it's time to, say a farewell. Then the whole world wants to say something positive. Then the whole world wants to talk about what it is that we was trying to do, the goal, the mission that we had. And that's where I see shit fucked up at, because I've seen it. I've talked about shit like that before. I'm like, yo, why is it that now that this person is gone, now they want to talk about the awareness, the goal that they had in mind, what they was trying to do, and how they was trying to help people out? Why is it that it takes for somebody to die for people to start talking about what these people were actually trying to do? That's when everything blows up. Damn, no, I want to give these people their roses now. Now is when it's needed. Now is when they're talking about it. Now is when they're bringing the awareness. I don't want no clicks and views. I don't want none of that shit. I want to help our kids. I've already lost one. I didn't lose a child. He's not dead. I'm going to say it like this. My child is not, I don't have a child next to me right now because of this social media bullshit. Because they got these kids thinking that they, could make all this type of money. But listen, man, the higher you think you are up there, when you make it up there and you try to, how can I say, take advantage of all that shit, and you want to stomp on people just because you made it up there, and that's what a lot of people do. Bring people like Papa Doug or the Word, Nate, me, or anybody. Letitia, let's bring the women in. A lot of women on here that are positive. Angel, let's bring some women in on here. Blue, I personally know her. Y'all would bring somebody down here that are bringing awareness for these kids, are trying to fight for the right things. Because why we're fighting for the right things, we're doing the right thing. We're not showing off. We're not here for them type of clicks and views. We don't care about becoming famous. We don't give a fuck about none of that. So we'll get dragged while everybody else is out here doing dumb shit, telling our kids to say, go ahead, drink some raw coffee, eat it, swallow it, pretend like you're sick the next day so you don't go to school. What is it? Put some crazy glue, stick it to your face, see if your skin comes off. These kids will actually do it. Those are the type of shit that I see people promote. Cursing, twerking, little kids doing this, what was them twin boys called? The Island Boys. sitting here kissing, committing incest on TV. That's the shit that people want, people promote. Say, yay, a person bringing somebody down, talking about somebody's mama, deceased parent, deceased child, deceased relative, deceased loved one, regardless of the situation. That's what you see get cheered on. But when men like this or women talk like this and they're bringing awareness and they're letting you know this is what happened, this is what we should do, that don't get no attention. You know when it does get the attention? When these people are not here no more. And that's where I see like, damn, that's fucked up. And you know what's crazy? Cutthroat just said something and it's true. Us women, we wanted so much equal rights. What are we doing with it? Why are we not doing the right shit with it now? I'm going to hit a lot of women is about to be mad at me. Why aren't we doing what we're supposed to do? We bringing these men down. Let's bring the right men down. Let's bring all these Peter Pans down. Like, we want to live in a fairy tale so much. We want to be next to a fucking Peter Pan, a simp, somebody that says yes all the fucking time. Not somebody that is a free thinker, somebody that leads on his own, that has his own. You want to live on somebody that depends on you. That's the person y'all cheer. And wonder why our kids are going through what I'm saying. And it's the truth. People get mad. They tune off. I don't want to hear this shit, but it's the facts. Why we're not going nowhere? Because we doing the wrong shit, thinking that it's cool, and we're passing it on to our kids. And they watching this shit, and they're imitating us, and they're doing it. And now we're sitting here complaining about it instead of finding solutions and trying to make a difference and change what we're doing wrong. I know that you need evil for good to exist and you need good for evil to exist. I get that shit. But that don't mean that we cannot solve the problems that we're having. That don't mean that we can't come together. That don't mean that we could put the bullshit to the side and come together in a table and sit at a table and break bread together. That don't mean none of that. Because there's always going to be a yin and a yang. There's always going to be bad and there's always going to be good. But it's up to us how we go around all them problems. Real shit. We've gotten lazy. Us in the urban community, I don't care if we're Hispanic. I don't care if we're Black. I don't care if you're Puerto Rican. I don't care if you're Dominican. You have gotten lazy. We have gotten lazy. Y'all expecting for everything to come to y'all. That's why we don't own nothing. Y'all want to own cars before y'all own a land, before y'all own a house. Y'all want to own a car before y'all own a business. To run that car, you need to pay gas. You got to pay that least for some of y'all that are just running, because some of y'all rent 5 to 6 cars, and I'm trying to figure it out because half of y'all about to be homeless. It's hard to maintain 1 or 2 houses. I had 2 houses at once, and I'm stuck with 1. So I know how it is, and I'm trying to figure it out. Half of y'all on fucking welfare in SSI, renting 3 to 4 houses, renting 4 to 5 cars, but don't own one yet. So shout out to those out there that are homeowners, but listen, that's not enough. We need more. So that's why I say, listen to these men that I just mentioned. Papa Duck, Nick the Great, and The Word. Cutthroat Entertainment has a lot of valuable information that y'all should listen to. So he wasn't on here earlier. Each one teach one. That's his hashtag. But he is another person here on YouTube that y'all should listen to. And trust me, I'll be in the bushes listening to him. I'll be cooking. I'll be a 15-minute break at work. I try listening in, catching up to everybody. I try my best, especially doing what I'm doing. So I want to thank everybody. We're going to finish listening to Papa Doug real quick, and I'm going to end this live because I'm in a lot of pain. I'm going to see if I can lay down, and hopefully that helps this pain out. Because if not, I'm going to have to go to where I don't want to go to get an x-ray. So let's finish listening to him, and I hope all y'all have a blessed and humble day.
People out there who got networks and stuff like that. This is why I do what I do with my little network. I don't got, but I do what I do with my little page. You see what I'm saying? Well, we ain't got nothing, bro. We be pointing.
All right, my daughter stopped by to say hi. Go ahead, baby.
Hi.
Go over there and fix your shirt. Blessings, Anita. Sweet blessings.
Finger at each other, man. That's fucked up. We point the finger. Oh, she wearing her natural hair, and you wearing another bitch hair. That's how fucked up we is, bro. That's how backwards we is, bro. So once you learn, and I'm just giving you a smidge the real problem. But once you learn the real problem, a black relationship is the last thing will be on your mind. You'll see just how
Thank you,
far
Anita.
messed up we are. And this is why we can't get it together. Anyway, like I tell you all the time, man, I love y'all. And if I ruffle some feathers, I do apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, go to ubuntuapparel.com. That's my website, my clothing line, the link in the description, man. Grab you something off of there. I got a lot of conscious.
Man, if I ruffle some feathers, I'm not apologizing. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because we need to get our shit together. And if y'all say y'all so much for the kids, it should be for the kids. Our personal problems should be dealt behind them closed doors. We need to figure it out. But listen, man, like I've told my child, if they disrespect you, whether it's on social media or on these real streets, you top they disrespect. And mama's right here. Because at the end of the day, listen, man, I'll rock an orange suit for my kid. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell him to get disrespected. I mean, let him get disrespected. I'm going to show him you got to defend yourself. And that leads back, before I end this whole live, that goes back to the beginning. Should YouTube cancel creators for their actions? For them YouTubers out here that they go too far where if they're what they call roasting, what they call, oh, I'm not detoxing, you hear me? Doxing nobody, they should be canceled, removed from YouTube. But apparently, like I told y'all earlier, in order for that to happen, y'all would have to do the same thing that us people out here have to do when it comes to our kids, to school, and everything else. What do y'all think has to happen? Y'all have to come together and stick together and stay together, and not just fight towards that one content creator. Fight towards all content creators that are doing the same thing, and maybe something can get done. Now, y'all focus on just one content creator? No, speak on all. Don't just speak on one. Speak on all. And all of us need to come together if we really want something done here on YouTube when it comes to these content creators taking it too far with people's information, people's loved ones, and doing the stuff that they're doing here on social media. Y'all really want to make a difference? Then come together and fight together. Enough of the fighting each other. Stop talking about I'm darker than you, I'm lighter than you. Stop talking about that. Stop worrying about who has more money in their pocket, who has less. That should be the least of y'all worries if y'all actually want to make a difference. So till next time, it's y'all shorty Racheal. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day.